Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Annie News. It's been a while. I missed this. I missed this video. A couple of you have mentioned it in the comments asking me to react to it, and I will gladly, because I'm really enjoying the anime that this video is talking about. I know it as Jobless Reincarnation? Yeah. But apparently the Japanese name for it is Mushoku Tensei. And I'm loving this, so I'd like to get a little bit more info on it, like when it actually started and stuff. I'm hoping we're going to get some information. But anyway, let's check it out. He released this before the anime came out, so yeah, I like to see how we are with this and see if we can give a few points as we have been watching the show as it comes out. It's so good. It's so good. If you've not been watching it, check it out. It's so good. It's awesome. I love Jobless Reincarnation. It's absolutely class. The character is so interesting.
Has been around for quite some time.
It has. Ooh.
But only in the past few years has it really begun to surge in popularity.
SAO started it off, didn't it, really?
A lot of people like to attribute that to the release of Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
But that technically isn't true. Yes, it did generate a lot of hype towards the transported to another world type story.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the one that pushed true isekai to the peaks of popularity. No, that honor belongs to another title. It belongs to a very popular web novel that goes by the name of Mushoku Tensei.
Oh wow, how long's this been out then?
Otherwise known as Jobless Reincarnation.
There we go.
I will seriously try if I go to another world. This is a story that has the potential to become the best isekai this season.
Oh mate, it's so good.
But before we get into what that story's about, there's a very significant history behind how it came to be.
Oh, interesting. Yes, we're
Part of
getting
which
that back
explains
there.
why isekai has steadily become so popular.
Cool.
So let's go back in time a little bit. Back to 2012, before Volume 1 had even been
Oh,
published.
cool. We get history on it.
Like
Sick.
many other successful light novels, Mushoku Tensei first started out as a web novel.
Cool.
One that began on the website Shosetsu. For those of you that don't know,
Shosetsu.
this is a Japanese site where amateur writers can publish their stories as they write them.
Oh, cool.
It was here that Mushoku Tensei first began. And it was here that the main story continued to be published until it concluded after 25 volumes in 2015.
Oh, right, so it's
That said,
finished.
it was during these 3 years that two very important things happened. The first was that this story became very popular. It didn't take long for it to become the #1 ranked web novel.
Oh, that's interesting. Why didn't it get animated
a ranking
earlier then?
that it would continue to hold for years to come. The second thing was that Sword Art Online was released.
Ah.
A series that brought massive hype to the concept of VR or
Isekai.
anything similar.
Right.
Keep in mind that Isekai wasn't even its own genre yet. There did exist a few stories here and there that...
Escaflowne is so good.
But
Just
one
recently
did it
watched that
quite
with
the way that
girlfriend.
Mushoku Tensei
Second time me watching it.
So,
Love it.
the hype derived from Sword Art Online for this type of otherworldly plot element, combined with the popularity of Mushoku Tensei being this top-ranked web novel, reacted together to create this massive wave of interest towards this
Okay,
very
that's interesting. Cool.
isekai. A wave so big that we're still seeing the resonant ripples of it today. That's right. The immense influx of isekai
Oh
that
my
forced
God, so
itself into
much.
the medium as its own genre was heavily influenced by this single work of fantasy. So, when people go around calling this the grandfather of isekai, or
Right, I see why.
isekai of isekais, well, I actually think it's a fairly earned title.
Fair enough, that's
The author
cool.
definitely put quite a bit of work into creating
Yeah,
Mushoku
that's
Tensei
class.
into what it is. Even if you don't agree with anything I just said, it has proven to be one of the best web novels ever created.
That's so interesting.
It
It's
may
like
not be at the
it's
top
weird
of
that it's not
Shosetsu's
been
ranking,
animated earlier.
but
But,
it has maintained its spot in the top 5 even after all these years.
cool.
Placing itself above both ReZero and OVO.
Damn, that's
For a
decent.
novel to maintain such a high ranking despite being completely finished for over 5 years now, well, that's a pretty noteworthy accomplishment.
Definitely.
Anyway, if that wasn't enough to sell you on Mushoku Tensei, then let's talk a bit about the story now.
Yay.
The reason this series has so much potential isn't because it tries to put its own twist on what's now an oversaturated genre. Instead, it's actually because it doesn't. What I mean is that Mushoku Tensei makes the most out of a very standard approach. It has a lot of generic isekai tropes that you may find cliché or over.
Yeah, but the characters are so
But
interesting.
the key difference between them and every other series that uses them is that Mushoku Tensei actually applies them correctly. I mean, they
But it's
were
done
pretty
well,
much the
right,
first
yeah.
ones to use them. So, you could very well say that Mushoku Tensei coined a lot of the typical isekai tropes that we see today.
Right, yeah.
Now, I don't want to spoil exactly how Mushoku Tensei applies these tropes correctly, but I will give a little bit of a vague explanation.
Go ahead.
Let's take the standard trope of the protagonist reincarnating as someone who's extremely
Just
overpowered.
so OP, yeah.
Most of the time they'd start out right from the beginning like that. But that isn't how it's done in Mushoku Tensei. No,
He's a kid,
Instead,
learning.
our main character is taught how to become strong.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not through a single training arc or life-changing battle, but instead through years and years of different experiences and encounters that span across numerous volumes of the novel.
Sick.
It's a much more realistic approach to the way our main character is developed. We're not just thrown into the part of his life where he's already the strongest. We actually get to see him grow up
From
through
a
the various
baby.
stages of his life. And that's the very thing that makes this story so good. You see, each volume covers a different period of his life from infancy to adulthood.
Cool.
So we watch this character who has the
Actually
full mentality
grow.
of a grown adult
Yeah.
live through his life again as he grows up from a baby to child to teenager to young adult.
Class.
Slowly seeing him become less of his past self and turn into this more respectable man. It makes for this story that intricately and carefully develops not only him, but also numerous side characters and the world around them. It's a level of detail that is honestly incomparable to a lot of other novels. Of course, that makes adapting it into an anime very difficult. The novel's strongest point could also become the anime's biggest weakness.
Oh, right, okay, interesting. Let's
Whether
go.
the anime can properly portray all these crucial details or not will ultimately be the determining factor for this series' success. So, when they announced that it was going to be at least 24 episodes,
Whoa.
it gave me hope that perhaps they've adapted the story at a reasonable pace. But that's something
Split
that we'll
core
have
as
to
well.
wait
Does
to
that
see
mean
and find out.
mid-break?
Aside from that, this story does deal with a bit more mature
It's a
elements,
little bit adult
some
in
that a few
places, isn't
people
it?
may find
Whoa.
to be a bit distasteful.
Whoa.
The main character is also a little bit too cultured.
Pervy.
So much so that the author was actually met with quite a bit of criticism for it. Much to the point that he was considering ending the series early.
Oh.
But after seeing his novel maintain the top ranking on Shosetsu, he decided to
He was doing something
continue
right.
the story the way he felt was best.
Yeah.
In any case, that's just a little disclaimer to show that this series isn't perfect. It's not something that should
Nothing
really
is.
deter from the plot, but it could come off as a little strange. If anything, it serves to highlight just how far our main character has developed. Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is the anime itself. Not the story or the characters, but more so the people who are working on it.
Studio Bind.
You may be surprised to learn that the studio behind this has no previous works to its name.
Oh.
Now,
It
that's not
looks so
necessarily a bad thing,
good.
but it does leave things open-ended since we have no idea what to expect with regards to production. What we know about them so far is that a production company called
The animation's
known for overseeing
boss.
shows like Danmachi and Sword Art Online, collaborated with Studio White Box to invest towards this new studio called Studio Bind.
Oh, okay.
At first, their involvement only went as far as assisting with certain episodes of Katakuri Circus, but now they've finally gotten the chance to debut their first solo anime. There really is no telling with what to expect, though. But judging from how fluid the animation
It
trailers
looks so
are,
good.
I gotta
It's
say
so
that the
good.
production level does look rather promising.
Yeah.
Once again, though, the most important thing that will ultimately make or break this anime is the level of detail put into it. So long as they're able to convey the plot in a way that's comparable to the novels, then I truly believe Mushoku Tensei could compete to be one of the best isekai anime out there. Now, I do
It's doing a
realize
good
that I may
job.
be hyping this series
My
up a bit
God.
too much now. It's just that I don't want you to miss out on the very thing that made isekai what it is today. That said, I also don't want to place your expectations beyond what's
Too
possible.
high, yeah.
All I want is for you to give this anime a
A
shot.
go. Give it a go. It is. It's really
So
enjoyable.
hopefully I've been able to convince you to do just that. And if it turns out that you did actually enjoy what you watched, then be sure to come back and let me know what you thought about it. You can also expect a bi-weekly cut content to go along with it. So even if you don't happen to like what the
Has that
anime's
been happening?
showing,
Has he been
then
doing the
perhaps
cut content
details
videos on
I
that?
can add will make it a bit more enjoyable.
Or did he just decide not to because he's doing the ReZero
that's
stuff,
pretty
isn't
much
he?
all I gotta say about Mushoku Tensei. So, as always, thank you so much
Is
for
he doing
watching,
cut
and
content
if you
videos
enjoy
on
this
that?
type of anime content, then you already know what to do.
So,
until
next time, ciao. Let's have a quick look-see. I don't think he is. Any news? Because I've seen the ReZero ones go up, and, videos. No. Just ReZero stuff, which is fair enough. If he's getting the views, he's getting the views on that. That's cool. No Mushoku Tensei cut content videos, but hey ho, that's fine. But yeah, if you've not been watching it, I really do recommend it myself as well. I'm really enjoying it. I think the animation's class, and to find out that it's like this Studio Bind's very first like solo project is really sick. That shows that they got potential to be going places, and I don't blame them for putting so much effort in it. If it's your first thing, you want to make it look good. So yeah, I'm excited. 24 episodes, sick. And I didn't realise it was that old, so I like that we got a little bit of a history lesson there, so that's class. So thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave comments down below, let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos, and I'll see you guys. Here's all you guys next time.